what we're doing is something a bit new using sport. It's called Sport for Development. We start with sport because that's that power of sport to bring people together. We can then get people working together to help themselves, to help their families and to help their communities. And we're here to help address some of the locally identified development priorities.
After a period of extensive consultation, it was decided to concentrate on two main areas of community development: health and healthy behaviours, and an increase in youth leadership activities.
The way we're doing that through the Australian Sports Commission is via something called the Australian Sports Outreach Program in Kiribati.
The local partner in this program is the Ministry of Internal and Social Affairs.
We had some consultations on South Tarawa, and we also have one in the Bayang. When they discussed these issues about communications and other logistics, they realized that it's close to impossible to start in the Outer Islands. So we decided to have the program piloted in Beso, and we call the program the Beso Community Club.
The island of Beso is at the western end of South Tarawa. It's the most densely populated in Kiribati, with 57% of the inhabitants being under the age of 25. Typical of many of the young people in Beso is 22-year-old Tematike Karo. 8 years ago, her parents brought their family of 4 to Tarawa. After completing my 6th form at school, I couldn't find a job. All I could find was unpaid work experience. I also have many friends in Beso who have completed school but have no work.
One of our initial target groups is those people that have just got nothing to do.
They found the most successful model was having different small community clubs, so that we ended up with 4 different clubs just within the Beso area there.
One day we were having a volleyball competition in Beso. Somebody came and invited us to a meeting. He was from the BCC. Each of the 4 clubs selects 6 volunteers who receive training as office bearers. Volunteers are also chosen for each of the 4 sports: volleyball, basketball, touch football and soccer.
That's PCCA.
As a volunteer, I have many responsibilities for my club. I carry out training with my club members. I go through all the basics, especially before competitions. When we have competitions, we are very busy. We have to supervise events and also referee. But it's not just about having fun and playing sport. By concentrating on administration skills, the program seeks to strengthen the organization of clubs to ensure they will be sustainable in the future.
Volunteers. I service and I get service. I work at the Payan. Skyna, a young Ananoari, Tenanananari. And in a wagon at the sports, Kabongana, booking Girakin Maui at the bottom and on that.
A new sport to Kiribati is touch football. It's also becoming very popular. This sport has a deliberate gender bias. If a boy scores a try, he gets 1 point. If it's a girl, she gets 2.
The success of our clubs really depends on the reliability and commitment of our volunteers. So we have a structured program to encourage that kind of commitment. And so from rewarding them with social nights and t-shirts and small rewards like that, we have a best volunteer of the quarter competition. So the person who's done the best and most work in that quarter gets a shopping voucher.
And under the Youth Leadership Scheme, selected volunteers have been able to attend the Kiribati Institute of Technology.
What we're doing is providing with a range of short courses covering many topics, employability skills, but also life skills. So we're trying to improve their overall educational background, and hopefully that will lead to their better capability to be volunteers, but also provide opportunities for them for further study.
We're cooking beef stew. Very important is to cut off the fat because it's not good for your health.
The 3 food groups. And I ate the vegetable, and I ate the carbohydrate, and I ate the meat. The one I begin to remember bataya, the energetic or I eating.
Now, good health isn't just about being as fit as these young men.
So in the health program, we've done a range of different things: alcohol awareness, HIV, family planning, first aid, and things like that to really enhance the health knowledge of our young people.
Properly managed, a project like this has the potential to bring benefit to many hundreds, if not thousands of young people and their communities. Its expansion to the rest of Tarawa has now begun.
We've learned a lot of things from the Basic Community Club. We plan to expand the program and maybe later on to the outer islands.
Every 3 months, the 4 Beso clubs hold a festival of sport. Over the coming week, the finals of all age groups, both young and old, will be held.
The Kiribati attitude to sport is a very competitive one. It's probably the one job I've had in all of my life I've actually most enjoyed, from working with the young people, seeing their change and the rewards as they get out of it. They're feeling fitter and more engaged with the people around them. They say, they've got more friends, and sometimes they haven't been able to get a girlfriend before in their life, and all of a sudden they've done things like that. Yeah, it's a great thing to be part of.
And on the final night, the clubs gather for the prize giving.
That training then is geared to give them the confidence and the skills to be able to run those programs, so become a healthier, more positive people that have the confidence then to go on to take on other challenges and hopefully to grab other opportunities.